This is it, guys. Now go and make your fufu. If you like fufu, go and make your eba. If it's eba you prefer. If you prefer oat fufu, oh yeah, go and make whichever one you prefer. It goes really well with any of those. Me, I'm going to be having it with my oat fufu. Hello, you're welcome to Ngo's Kitchen. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you're equally welcome. Thank you so much for clicking this video. In today's video, I will be showing you how I make this delicious black soup. This soup tasted so yummy and delicious, so stay tuned and see how we make this soup. So these are the ingredients for our black soup. So black soup is a native soup in Edo State. Edo State is in Nigeria. So these are the ingredients. So I'll be using bitterleaf. So there is a vegetable they use in Nigeria, in Edo State, but I can't find that leaf. But you can substitute that leaf to bitter leaf. So that's why I'll be using bitter leaf. So this my bitter leaf is washed and clean. So what I'll be doing with it is to blend it later on. And together with the bitter leaf, I'll be blending basil leaf. So this is like scent leaf in Nigeria. So these two leaves are the vegetables we'll be using for this black soup. And for my protein, I have some washed cow meat there. And next in this bowl, I have some stripes and some roundabouts. That's the intestinal part of cow meat. And the skin, that's Kpomo. So for more protein, I have here in this bowl washed mackerel. I will be adding some mackerel to a soup. And next to the mackerel here is some dry fillet, that's Banga fish. For some lovely bites in the soup. It's always nice to add some obstacle in the soup. So yeah, this is the one I have left in the house here. It's not that much, but it's better than nothing. And for my base, I'm using Banga. This is Banga paste, so you can use oil or Banga paste. So I'm using Banga paste. This is my Banga paste. And for our seasoning, I have here in this bowl seasoning cubes. I have 4. I'll be using 2 to season our meat and 2 for the soup. And next to the seasoning is some crayfish to taste. Crayfish always add nice taste, sweet, beautiful taste to our soup. So that's my crayfish I'll be adding for taste. And here in this bowl is some spice, that's Cameroon pepper. And here in this bowl is another local spice. This is ogiri. This is ogiri. I always use it in most of my dishes. If you've been following me, you can omit this. Some people don't like the odor, but trust me, I love the flavor and the taste it brings into soup. So I'll be adding this. And this is my blended onion. I'll be using parts to season our meat. And that is salt to taste. So these are all the ingredients to make a delicious black soup. By transferring my washed meat into the pot, and I'm going to add the other parts, the Kpomo, the stripes, and the intestinal parts. I'm going to sprinkle some salt, like 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to squeeze in my seasoning cubes. And I'm going to pour in my chopped onion. So reserve this for later use. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Cameroon pepper. Have you tried adding pepper to your boiled meat? If you haven't, it's really nice. So I'm going to stir the pot together. I'm going to cover the meat to cook on its own juice, say for 10 minutes. So now I'm going to be blending the bitter leaf. And I'm going to add my basil. I'm just going to cut off the stem. And I'm going to add some water to enable it blend. I'm going to add a little bit more, so that will enable it blend properly. Just going to push these ones down so they blend properly. Have you tried black soup before? Have you had black soup before, or have you prepared it? You might have ate it maybe in the restaurant or in your friend's house, or yeah, somehow, somewhere. How did it taste? Did you like it? If you've tested it and you've not cooked it, are you going to give it a try after this video? Give it a try and come back and let me know how it came out. One thing about this black soup is really medicinal. Bitterleaf is medicinal, scent leaf is medicinal, so it's really good. So the first time I tried black soup, it was in Benin, in my auntie's place, my sister's, my elder sister's friend. I mean, when I tested this soup for the first time, guys, oh my god, each time I'm going to her house, I always ask her, "Auntie, do you have black soup?" The soup is so tasty, it's so rich. I mean, I can't just stop eating it. I can have it twice a day if I see black soup. So yeah, it's really tasty soup. It's really nice soup. You will love it. So if you haven't tried it before, please try it and let me know. Come back and let me know what you think about this delicious native black soup, guys. I know you are going to love it. It's really nice. It tastes really good. So now we've blended our vegetable, our bitter leaf and our scent leaf. That's, if you're living in the abroad, this is basil I used and bitter leaf. But if you live in Nigeria, where you can lay your hand on the actual leaf that they use, that's absolutely fine. So look for the leaf. If I can't even pronounce the name, it's kind of a long native name. But if you go to the market, local market in Nigeria, and ask of the leaf that they use to make black soup, those lady that sells vegetable, they knows the leaf. So yeah, give it a go. Even if you can't find it, use bitter leaf, you will still enjoy it. So now our bitter leaf is blended, so we are going to check our meat. So can you see all the juice that have come out of the meat? A lot of water. So now at this point, I'm going to be adding water that will enable the meat to cook. I'm just going to zoom it a little bit so you can see inside the pot. The kitchen is scenting. Guys, don't mind my voice. I'm having cold. As you can see, I'm even wearing jumper in this hot weather. So I'm going to be adding more water. So we are going to cook this meat with the water that I've just added. We are going to cook until the meat is tender enough. I'm just going to taste to see. Tastes really good. I'm just going to adjust with a little bit of salt. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. I'm always careful when it comes to salt in my food. It's better to add little and you adjust than to overcrowd it with salt. Yeah. So I'm going to cover the pot again, and this meat is going to cook for the next 15 minutes because I like my meat really soft. So I'm going to leave it there to cook for 15 minutes. So guys, I'm going to check the meat. Yeah, so once the fork can just poke into it, we know that it's cooked. So, and it's still going to be cooking. So the first thing to introduce to the soup is the Banga paste. And I'm going to stir it together. I'm going to be taking a bigger spoon. So I'm going to be adding more water. And I'm going to stir together. And I'm going to be bringing back the onion. And to it, I'm going to be adding a pepper. And I'm going to be adding the dawa dawa. And now seasoning cubes. And I'm going to add in half teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add the fillet. And I'm going to stir the pot together. And guys, I'm going to allow the banga to cook a little bit. So I will cover the pot to allow the banga to cook a little bit before adding our blended bitter leaf. So now the soup has been boiling for 5 minutes since I added the banga. So I'm going to stir the pot. And I'm going to add my mackerel fish. And I'm going to stir the pot. And I'm still going to cover it. So guys, let's check our soup. Oh my god, the kitchen is scenting. Aroma is just everywhere, guys. Guys, now I'm going to introduce my blended bitter leaf and basil leaf. And I'm going to stir the pot together. Oh, look at that. This is fantastic, guys. At this point, I'm going to add my blended crayfish. And I'm going to stir everything together. So I'm going to taste for seasoning if I need to adjust anything. Everything tasted so delicious. So I'm just going to allow it to boil a little bit. I'm still going to cover it because I don't want it to start splashing everywhere. So I'm going to check the soup now. So guys, this is how to make a delicious native Nigerian black soup. Now go and make your fufu. If you like fufu, go and make your eba. If it's eba you prefer. If you prefer oat fufu, oh yeah, go and make whichever one you prefer. It goes really well with any of those. Me, I'm going to be having it with my oat fufu. Soup tasted so delicious. This soup is so medicinal. This soup is, my goodness, I even lack words to say. Describe how this soup tastes. It tastes really so good. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please, for the very last time, please guys, my friends, my family, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Once again guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you find this video useful. Please do not forget to share, like, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.